Arthur's point of view, T slapped Cook harshly out of his anger. This time he wasn't in fault, but T was blind in anger. He said so many mean words to Yoongi which he never wanna say to him, but because of anger he lost his thinking ability. Yoongi slapped him and took Cook with him in Yoonmin mansion. Jimin was shocked to see T's behavior and Yoongi's thought on their marriage. Yoongi made coffee for Jimin. Delivery boy refused to give parcel to Jimin. Because of that, he was sulking. Not only this, he tried to take Jimin on the date. Yoongi was fuming in anger after knowing this. He shooed that delivery boy away from there. He came back to living room and smiled to see Jimin's cute angry face. He went to his room to put the parcel. Jimin got the call. He picked the call without checking the caller ID. Let's see what happens next. OTP. Jimin angrily. Hello? Hello, Jimin? Jimin eyes widened. He immediately checked the caller ID. Hello, Oma. Jim, how are you, son? Is my bun with you? Actually, I called him many times, but he didn't pick my calls. I called that brat too, but he also didn't pick my calls. Is everything fine there? Is my bun fine? Tell me, Jim, I'm worried for both of them. Jimin nervously, actually, Oma, cut off by Yoongi. Yoongi in mind, what happened to him? Why did his face turn pale? Who is on call? Yoongi, with whom are you talking? Jimin looked at him, Oma. Yoongi, your mom? Shook his head. My mom? Jimin again shook his head. Yoongi, then whom are you calling Oma? How many Oma you have? Jimin put his tiny hand on the mobile speaker. Sir's mom, please lower your voice, said in whispering tone. Yoongi, confused and angry, whom sir's mom you are calling Oma? You can only call your and my mom as Oma, understand? Jimin, whispering tone, calm down Yoon, she is... Before he could say anything, Yoongi snatched the mobile from his hand. Hello Jim, are you there? Yoongi to Jimin, she is calling you Jim? Shocked. Jimin, yeah, she always called me Jim. Yoongi, deep voice, hello? Who are you and where is my Jim? Yoongi, possessively, he is not your Jim. Stop calling him Jim again and again. His name is Jimin. Mad too. Whatever, give the phone to my Jim. Yoongi, arguing, hey, I told you na, he isn't your Jim. Can't you understand at once? Jimin stopped him. Are you mad? What are you doing? Don't shout. She is the answer's mom. Yoongi, shocked to hear this. What? Jimin, yeah. Now give the phone to me. Yoongi gave the mobile to Jimin. T's mom. Jim, are you alright, baby? Jimin, yeah, Oma, I'm fine. T's mom. Who was he? Jimin looked at Yoongi. Yoongi again snatched the mobile from Jimin's hand. Yoongi, hello aunt, I'm Sugar. T's mom, mad. Who Sugar? Where is my Jim? Yoongi, aunt, how can you forget me? I'm Sugar, your elder son's best friend. Min Sugar, your sugar. T's mom, oh my sugar. I didn't forget you, son. It's just I didn't expect you with my Jim. How are you and how did you know my Jim? Yoongi, I'm fine, aunt. It's a very long story. Your Jim is now my husband. T's mom shocked. What? Jim got married? No, it can't be possible. He can't marry without me and my permission. Yoongi, long story, aunt. I will tell you later. T's mom, okay. Where is my bun? Is he fine? Yoongi put his hand on mobile and whispered to Jimin, who is Bun? Jimin whispered back, Kook. Yoongi, okay. He's fine, aunt. T's mom, where is he? Tell him to talk to me. Yoongi, aunt, he was sleeping. He was very tired. T's mom, oh, then let him sleep. Where is Brat? He didn't pick my call. Mad. Yoongi whispered to Jimin, now who is Brat? Jimin whispered back, sir. Yoongi whispered, you mean T? Jimin nodded his head vigorously. Yes. Yoongi in mind, wow, she called Kook as Bun and called his own son as Brat. Aunt is really unbelievable. T's mom, sugar. Yoongi, yeah aunt. T has some meetings. Maybe that's why he didn't pick your calls. T's mom. Tell that brat to call me when he will be done with his so-called meetings. Yoongi. Of course, aunt. I will tell him. T's mom. Tell my chimp Sarange. Yoongi. Put the call on speaker. Aunt, tell him by yourself he is here. T's mom. Oh my sugar. You are still shy. He is your husband. Can't you say Sarange to your own husband? Yoongi wins. Aunt. T's mom. Okay, fine. Jim, Sarange. Jimin giggles. Nado Sarange, Uma. Love you too. Call ended. Yoongi. How do you know her? Jimin. Because of Kook. She usually called Kook a lot and talked with him and me too because we mostly stayed together. Yoongi. It means she is very close with you. Jimin. Yep. She is very close to me and Kook. She is so sweet. She even scolds her whenever he scolds or punishes us. No one can scold or punish us in front of her, said happily. Yoongi in mind. It means she can scold me too. I have to away from her. Jimin shook him a little. Yun. Yoongi. Say. Jimin. Thank you. Yoongi. Thank you? But for what? Jimin. For not telling Oma anything. What is happening here? Yoongi. For that, it's okay. Meanwhile with T. T was still on the floor. Yoongi slapped him so hard that he fell on the ground. Yoongi's words started roaming inside his mind and he started recalling on the incidents in which he beat Kook. Now he is feeling guilty. Yoongi's one slap works like refreshing button. T's all the anger and ego vanished. He again became his Cuckoo's TT who loves him a lot and can't see a single tear in his eyes. Do you think he will marry you? He started scaring from you. You himself make your relationship toxic. Does his parents let you marry with him? He closed his ears with his hands tightly and started screaming while crying hard. T screamed in pain. No, he can't leave me. I love him so much. I can't live without him. I will die. Cookie, baby, please forgive your T. How could I beat my love? Threw his hand on bottom of the table. How can I forget he is my love, my baby? He started throwing his right hand on the table and because of that his hand started bleeding a little. T. I'll want my love back. Hyang. Yes, Sugar Hyang took him to his house. I will go there and take my bun back. Yes, I have to go now. He quickly picked his car's key and drove to Yoonmin mansion. He reached at Yoonmin mansion and rang the doorbell. Jimin opened the door. T pushed him a little and entered inside. Jimin. Sir, please stop. Try to stop him. T shouts, Cook, Cookie. Yoongi came in front of T. What are you doing here? Get out. T. I have come here to take my love. After taking him, I will leave from here. Yoongi, cold, scary voice. You can't meet him. And why do you want to take him back? To beat him more or to kill him? Didn't this much beating enough for him? T. Hyang, please don't say this. I realized my mistake. Please don't separate me from my love. I can't live without him. Yoongi, stop calling him your love. You yourself ruined everything. I will not surprise if Kook decided to break up with you. In fact, he should leave you. He shouldn't stay in toxic relationship where his partner don't trust him. T fell on the ground on his knees and burst into tears. Please don't say this, Hyang. Anger took over me. I wasn't in my sense. I couldn't see his sufferings. Please let me meet him for once. I will ask my forgiveness. Yoongi, do you think he will forgive you? You don't deserve it. And as a Hyang, I can't allow you to meet him. T started begging. Hyang, please don't do this. Please let me talk to him. I want to explain everything to him. After that, I will accept his decision. If he wants break up, then I will free him. But please let me meet him once and explain my side of his story. Yoongi, why would I? Did you give him chance to explain? Did you listen to his side of the story? No, you didn't give him any chance. So now I also can't give you any chance. T. Hyang, please. Yoongi's heart clenched to see him in this state. T is still his younger brother. He felt pity on him and gave him permission to meet Kook. Yoongi made him stand. He was sleeping in Jimin's room. You can meet him, but remember, don't force him to do anything. T looked up with teary eyes. Thank you, Hyang. Ran to Jimin's room. T entered in Jimin's room and saw Kook was sleeping peacefully. His nose is bright red, his cheeks has T's handprints, his lips got a little cut marks. He looked so pitiful, he cursed himself under his breath. T to himself, look what you did, Kim Taeyang, scolded himself. He sat beside him and started stroking his hairs gently. T softly, Cookie, my love, wake up, Bun. See, your TT is here to meet his one and only Cuckoo. Wake up, Bun. Gently placed few kisses on his head. Cook woke up from his sleep and saw T was sitting in front of him. He got scared and started shivering. He thought T came to beat him. He wanted to scream, but words weren't coming out from his mouth. Cook, scared, don't beat me. Her hurts. He looked at door for help. Chim. T moved a little far from him. Hey Bun, please don't be scared. I will not do anything. I just came here to talk with you. Please don't be scared. It hurts to see your love to get scared from you. Please, Bun. Tear filled into his eyes when he saw Cook's condition. Cook sat on the bed and looked at him. Cook, okay. T wiped his tears. Thank you, Bun. I'm really sorry for hurting you. But trust me, I never meant to hurt you. Anger took over me. When Hyang said I didn't take care of you, I failed to fulfill your responsibility. It hurts me a lot. It hurts my ego, you know, Bun. When someone else told you that you failed to fulfill your responsibility, it really hurts so bad. He wasn't wrong though. I didn't give proper attention on your studies. It's all my fault. After Hyang's lecture, I decided to behave strict towards you and make you a brilliant student again like you were earlier. Attempting to make you perfect, I forgot to give you comfort. I became blind in my ego. I just wanted to show Hyang that I am not useless. I can also bear my responsibility. I want to prove him that I am a responsible man. In this process, I don't know when I become a beast and forget my main motive. I become angry whenever you did a single mistake. I thought if Hyang see this, then he will again accuse me. Cook was listening him very carefully and trying to understand him. T fell on his knees and burst into tears. It's okay if you don't want to live in this relationship. I myself free you. If you want break up, then I will. Started crying more loudly. Cook in mind, what? He thought I want break up? How could he thought like this? I can't live without him. No. I can't let this happen. I can't lose my TT. I can't live without him. He straight went to T and hugged him tightly. Cook hitting him lightly. What? Break up? You want break up? How could you do this with me? You think relationship is a joke? If you want, you can stay. If you feel bored, you want break up. He started complaining him and tears started flowing from his eyes like a river. T shook his head vigorously. No, I don't want break up. I can't live without you. But I don't want to hurt you more. I thought you want to end this relationship. Burst into tears. Cook kneeled down in front of him and started wiping his tears with his hands. Cook, no, please don't cry. I don't want break up. I will never leave you for next 7 lives. We are made for each other. Nobody can separate us. Hearing this, T became super happy. He stood up and made Cook also stand up and hugged him tightly. Cook immediately jumped on him and hugged him more tightly like there is no tomorrow. Cook wants this. Cook wants his TT's love. He doesn't have any problem with punishments, but he wants TT's aftercare and pampering too. T quickly hold Cook like cola. Meanwhile, with Yoonmin, Jimin was walking forth and back in the living room. He was worried. Yoongi was sitting on the couch and watching him. Yoongi, I don't know you love walking this much. From tomorrow onward, you will take 10 rounds of the garden park. Jimin wins. Yoon! Yoongi, what Yoon? You are walking since 40 minutes. Did you realize this? Jimin, whatever. It's all your fault. Yoongi, my fault? But what did I do? Jimin, yes, your fault. Why did you allow her to meet Cook? Yoongi, what do you mean by this? Don't you want they will solve their misunderstandings? Jimin sat beside him. Yes, I want, but I'm worried too. Yoongi, why? Jimin, Kook isn't well. He is in trauma. When he sees her, he will start panicking. You shouldn't send him now. Yoongi raised his one eyebrow. So now you will teach me what should I do or not? Jimin in mind. Yes, I will teach you. Jimin wins. Why are you scaring me? Lay down on the center table and started fake crying. What did I do with you? Why do you always scare me? Don't you feel pity on me? Yoongi mentally cooked on his cuteness. Is he really 20 years old? I really have doubt. What is his real age? Hey readers, tell me what's his real age, and don't you dare to drooling over my kid. He came back from his thought and see Jimin was about to go from there. Yoongi hold him from behind his t-shirt's collar. Where you think you are going? I used this pic because they are looking super cute, aren't they? Jimin, I'm going to check Kook. Yoongi, no, you aren't allowed to go into your room. Jimin, cute pouty face. Wee! Yoongi, because I'm saying that's why. Don't you dare to go anywhere. I'm going to prepare dinner. Jimin, can I help you in kitchen, please? Yoongi, no. It would be very hot there and you will again start sweating, so it's better to stay here. Jimin, small sad pout. Okay. Yoongi went to the kitchen and Jimin plopped himself on the couch. Jimin, why you doesn't understand this? It's important for me to check Kook. He was already very scared. He needs my help and support. I wanna go there, but how? Should I go and check him quickly? Yoon is in kitchen. He doesn't know about this. Jimin ran to kitchen's door frame and slowly peeked inside where Yoongi was chopping the veggies. He became happy and quickly ran to his room to check his cookie. He came there and slowly peeked inside the room and got shocked to see. He immediately ran from there like he saw any ghost. He straight went to Yoongi in the kitchen. He wasn't able to talk. He was breathless. He was panting hard. Yoongi was so worried to see him like this. Yoongi dropped his knife on the chopping board. Jimin, what happened to you? Jimin, help. Yoongi, help? First take a deep breath and calm down yourself. Jimin, Yoon, sir. Yoongi, tea? Now what he did? Jimin, he was eating cookies, lips are bleeding. I think he again beat him. Please come with me and save him. Teary eyes. Yoongi, I swear if he did anything to him, Kook, I will chop his hands. Come with me. Yoonmin left from there to Jimin's room. Meanwhile with Taekook, T lovingly touched Kook's left cheek and gently creased. Kook's left cheek is still red because T slapped him really hard. Kook closed his eyes tightly because he wants to feel T's touch. T looked at Kook's lips which were bleeding few hours ago. He started feeling guilty. He started rubbing Kook's lips gently and tears started flowing from Kook's eyes. Blood started flowing from Kook's lips. Not more because of T's touch. T looked at Kook who was still closing his eyes tightly. Tears was flowing from his eyes. A small amount of blood flowing from his lips. T didn't waste any time and gently peeked on Kook's side lips from where blood was flowing. It was the time when Jimin saw them and misunderstood him. T licked Kook's blood and started kissing him lovingly. Kook was quick to kiss him back. After all, they both were missing their loving moments. Their kiss was full with love and care. They were kissing each other like there is no tomorrow. Do you think they will enjoy their loving moments without getting interrupted? Just then Yoongi entered inside Jimin's room. Room's door was wide open. Yoongi got shocked to see them. He was still in processing state. Just then he realized Jimin was behind him. He immediately covered Jimin's eyes with his hands to protect his kid's innocence. Jimin was behind Yoongi so he didn't see anything. Yoongi angrily shouted, "What the hell are you doing in my kid's room, you unholy powered boys?" Listening his voice, Taekook flinched and broke the kiss. Kook immediately covered his face with his hands because he was too shy. He can't be able to look at Yoonmin because he was so embarrassed. T also looked down and shyly smiled. His cheeks turned red due to embarrassment. Meanwhile, Jimin was wiggling in Yoongi's hold. He was desperately wants to see Kook. According to him, Kook was in pain and T was beating him. He thought Yoongi covered his eyes because Kook's condition isn't good. That's why Yoongi doesn't want to let him see his cookie. Our too innocent Jimin is struggling to free himself. Yoon, please let me see. Remove your hands now. Yoongi looked at Jimin. Shut up, you can't see this. Stop wiggling. Just stand there quietly. Deep, scary voice. Jimin immediately stopped wiggling and stood straight after hearing Yoongi's deep, scary voice. He knows Yoongi is very angry now. Yoongi to Taekook. And you too, unholy boys, don't you dare to do anything here, otherwise it will not take me much time to throw both of you from here. Do you get it? He dragged Jimin from there to living room, still holding his eyes. He left from there without listening to Taekook's answer. Kook, scared. I'm so scared. He sounds so scary. T gulped hard. He's way more than scary. Come, let's go home. Kook, but how? He is in living room and I don't have dare to go in front of him. He will eat me alive. T, but we have to go. Don't worry, I will take his all these scoldings. Come. They both left from there. Yoongi came into living room with Jimin and removed his hand from his eyes. He sat on the couch. Jimin took few seconds to adjust light. He looked at Yoongi and innocently asked, Jimin, Yoon? Yoongi, Jimin, what were they doing inside the room? Why were you shouting on them? Yoongi looked at Jimin and thought, my kid is so innocent. How can I explain him what were these stupid powered boys doing? To be continued. Questions. How's the episode? Will Yoongi allow T to take Kook with him? How will Yoongi tell his innocent kid what were Taekook doing? Author's note. That's it for today. I hope you all like it. Finally, Taekook's misunderstanding cleared. Kook still hasn't forgiven T. He can't be forgive T this easily because T hurt him mentally and physically both. Next episode is gonna very exciting because you will see lots of things. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.